That's a mighty good word, party folk. I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here up about a mile high on the sun's day. It's Sunday, September 1st. Is that right? What's good? Happy birthday to all the sun in Virgos. What's poppin', a drop it like it's hot. Y'all, I am in the middle of a move. It's not the biggest upset. It's just a the climb, moving on up. Not necessarily by any means in a practical manner, but I just mean more like literally. I'm on a higher grounds now. Really, yeah, I am freaking the mile high priest. Thank you all so much for hanging out. The mood is a little bit of the lone wolf. I sense that a lot of you have been maybe wondering if your prayers will ever be answered. I think we've visited, like, this is feeling very much a revisit of themes that we explored in the spring or the end of the winter of 2024, which would be the summer for you. Which reminds me, thank you very much to y'all who donated, who have recently, oh, and if you have sent me mail, don't worry, I will still receive it. I don't think you guys are worried about that, but I know I never asked for much. I used to, maybe from my friends when I was younger. Maybe my dad will tell you that I asked for a lot. But as I've grown older and I've accepted a sort of quality of not asking for much support. So really, I cried. I'm a Piscean. I'm a sun in Pisces, which I always feel like that aspect of me, of my soul, is always beat down by all the fiery and airy aspects in my chart. But it does kick in. When I'm moving, when I was recalling a story of moving out of my dorm room like 20 years ago, when I was moving into my first apartment with roommates. I remember crying and stuffing things in black plastic bags. That image is that image of me is seared in my mind, on my mind, in my memory. I've been vibing with Amethyst. We are approaching, this is my Brazilian lover. Y'all, Pisces, especially February, first decan Pisces, Amethyst is our stone. So many variations of the color, but it is right in its true essence a deep dark violet. This is a chevron. Anyway, I'm going off on my tangents. I know I haven't seen y'all in a while, or you haven't seen me. I haven't read for you in a while. I actually am a reader in town, and I also read for folks, my friends across the pond. And that was part of the reason I'm talking about this is because it is the sort of solidification of a lot of the energies that have been compounded in the last year. Saturn is our teacher, and it's heavy as of late. The sun will oppose Saturn retrograde in Pisces very soon, in about a week. Venus is now in Libra, so if it's not you looking at relationships, it's people looking at you. And you looking in the mirror, or being asked to, or you may feel like where you mirror others, and the quality of, how much you project, or the quality of your projections onto others, and perceiving others' projections onto you, and demystifying and disqualifying the aspects that are not truly yours. So there's not much of a change, right, in my background, but I'm really sunburned. Or my tan is giving right now. But yeah, I hurried, rushed, and set up my space here just because I already was planning on it, just to greet you all and do a reading for you for the new moon in Virgo, which falls at around 2 to 3 degrees. The Sabian oracle, the Sabian symbol oracle, is where I'm falling, or relying on the message that we've come here before. Like we come here often, and we are really truly met by the Father, in the sky, the Father sky, as we are embraced by the Earth Mother, right? I wanted to read to you the Sabian oracle for this moon, which is 2 guardian angels bringing protection. The keywords are connection with a sense of inner guidance, and this is coming out of maybe having an internal battle and an external battle with systems and belief systems, religious, theological, institutional systems. And so before I read you the angel blessing, I wanted to read to you one of my favorite Pisceans, a quote. There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Quote Albert Einstein. St. Francis de Sales, quote, make friends with the angels who, though invisible, are always with you. Often invoke them, constantly praise them, and make good use of their help and assistance in all your temporal and spiritual affairs. End quote. And then Leonard Cohen, we forget to pray for the angels, and the angels forget to pray for us. End quote. This could have a quality of like, yeah, your prayers are being answered. It may not look like you thought it would. You may not perceive it yet, but there's like this lifting of the veil happening that will occur over the next month, September, right? People appearing when they're needed. Visible or invisible protection, being saved in the nick of time. I think that you guys have heard that in other messages. Creative solutions to problems that seemed hopeless and lost. Counseling and guidance. Angels, security systems, salvation, social workers. The caution is feeling lost and alone without help. Losing faith in the goodness of life. Expecting that fate or others will pick up the pieces without putting in any effort. So there's still a need to put in, maybe you may have to pray. Maybe you may have to ask for support. I am tired when I'm moving. It's stressful. I don't really care if you can see it on my face, but I'm giving you the warning because you may be able to see it on my face of like how tired I am. I'm still in a good mood. It's very emotional, I think, because of the full moon in Pisces, which does affect me. I already perceive my shift. There could also be too much reliance on the outside forces and not acting to change things, and the victim mentality or status. resisting help in order to hang on to your wounds. So I think that's a big message. When I come into people's lives, I feel that is a big part of why that person or a particular person and I cannot come together, because it's in a way I refuse to hang on to wounds, but even so I've been shown where I do. So I'm not, again, I wanted to state that I am also in my journey of healing, self-healing and healership, which for me it's really big because it's in my contract. And that's why sometimes I say I am a vessel, because I forget that that just means I'm on pause from like my healing journey, which is like really human. And I've seen a lot. My Aries rising, my moon in Sagittarius means I've not only done it all, seen it all, been it all, known it all. It's not that I wanted to, it's just that I wanted to rush through it. And it's maybe that I did want to know it all for no good reason. So then all of a sudden I started to receive messages and downloads, and I've been reading around town and reading for people, and this weekend was huge. It's sort of ramping up where I'm being invited to many events, and I'm also applying to read at many events, and private events and public events and in-store events. And I don't know what's going on, y'all. I have to figure things out. I also decided I would just move, right? But yeah, I never asked for much help these days. And I have had to, and it's a whole new vibe. It's a whole new me, maybe coming to that inner child space. And also, where are we at? 13 minutes. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's just get going. I'll do a Moonology. I have Herbal, Astrology, Oracle. But all my links are in the description. There's like a ... on mobile, I think, or like show more, read more, see more on desktop. I was just thinking so many random things, like for our generation and other generations, I know, or like younger generations, we are very quick with like online apps and internet, the way we use it. And but that doesn't mean that just because you're young, it's easy to find things online. And a lot of folks just rely solely on the internet and the computer or apps for systems for work, or more appropriately for work. So on the other hand, I know a lot of people use their phones and they're constantly online, and so it's just difficult for me to, it's been quite an experience to determine how I can promote myself, how I can make it easy for people to find me. You can book me online, you can book me for readings. People love to have videos, to receive videos, because you can rewatch and watch and watch and watch. If you're in Denver, I can probably read for you in person. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God, all Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spirit Guides of highest light. Wow. And so, yeah, I'm here to remind you to talk to the angels. The angels want to hear from you. I'm here to remind you that God never has let you down. God only sets up what is rightfully your meant for you on your path. It doesn't mean you have to continue down the path. Some of us just stop at a point and we sort of become an identity, and it's hard to break out of that. And I am that teacher that comes in to teach others, especially other teachers. That doesn't mean I'm without my own teachers. I do have to go to teachers, and I go to like younger people to teach me a lot. It's kind of scary. Sometimes I'm like, hopefully my father's, I know probably my father's sometimes I'm sure he's seen it all, but like this is what I'm putting him on the spot. Like, he was my teacher until he just wasn't anymore. And sometimes I feel like a lot of people don't understand, especially what the millennial generation has gone through with psychological work. It's difficult for even some people my age to wrap their heads around psychological work. Whereas the youth, in most cases, in a lot of the cases, it's still a big risk, but a lot of people come with this embedded, or like they do go to psychologists, and it's more accessible now. And so I have turned to those that more so understand psychology. Well, CACAO initiation, Uranus, and this is a Uranian herb, CACAO initiation, and a lower octave of Venus. Okay, so it's coming to heart center. It's a feminine. It's a crone because of Saturn. We are, and then elder. The word elder, I think, fires up a lot of people. It's a Jupiterian philosophical herb. It's very expansive. It's wisdom, right? Card number 28. It's that followed by angels' trumpets. It's a lower octave. Pluto. We were talking about Pluto a little bit. Here's CACAO initiation. It's the mystical teacher, where, you know, I reference teaching teachers. I teach teachers. Are you a teacher? Do you realize that you have that quality? If you're here, especially, I teach you. You must be a teacher, right? What's good, party folk? This is your new moon in Virgo. We are hella in the eclipses, y'all. I'm freaking flying out. I don't know what galaxy. I have also met with a lot of really intense psychics, like powerful master psychics that are like reading me, and I'm like, holy whoa. Like, these readings are like self-define. There's a self-define moment. There's a tower moment within me. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I never thought I would have friends across the freaking world. Like, I never thought I would have New Zealander friends. Like, what? Like, it blows my mind to connect with y'all. And that's what I mean as a teacher who teaches other teachers. These are the types of connections that come through. And I want you to understand that you're not without God. That perhaps you have only recently begun to pray, and maybe people like me, I show up in your world, and I support that. And this is a quote by Princess of Wales Diana. I'm aware that people I have loved and have died and are in the spirit world look after me. I'm also here to remind you of your lineage beyond living relatives. These are recently crossed over, and also ancient ancestors, powerful folk in your lineage that will help you to understand why you feel like the black sheep, or why you feel like when you come to God, when you become awakened, when you awaken multiple times and you have your kundalini awakenings over and over and over and over, and you spiral the hell up, or maybe not the hell up, you spiral up away from hell. This is what happens. Like, you start to feel like I don't fit in, right? While your ancestors want you to know that you fit the bill, right? What is going on? Work through your fears, Scorpio. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Pluto just went retrograde again, entering, or it has been retrograde. Pluto retrograde has been in the air, and now it shifts into Capricorn. And so for the next 3 months, it's like a revisiting, and we're revisiting messages, right? Anyway, I forgot my whole introduction. So, magicians, kings, queens, royals, high priests, high priestesses. This is your new moon in Virgo core. I'm your lost in space, way up there, bubbly, wiggly, jiggly, tanned Akashic librarian, stellar informant, ninja warrior, funny looking jester with your new moon in Virgo vibe. What's poppin', A? What is up with my cards, y'all? Okay, we're gonna take that one. Emotions are running high. Super moon. I believe this is one of those super moon, blue moon things. There's so many of them. But the approaching full moon eclipse in Pisces. This is your new moon in Virgo reading. And so that's what's being highlighted, is that you can tend to your emotional sphere by honoring that you are heavily protected, that miracles can happen. There are only two ways to live in your life. One as though nothing is a miracle, the other as though everything is a freaking miracle. When I turned into that, when I shifted into that frame of mind and allowed my body to be like led by angelic fields and felt the beat of the freaking Earth Mother and the rhythms of the lunar goddess, it's like, wow. Miracles all the freaking time. What can help you to digest this? Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. This will be the solar eclipse in Libra, which will be in about 6 weeks. Okay, so we are in that zone. Currently, we are Sun in Virgo transit, and then once we come into the Libra transit, it will be the South Node eclipse in Libra, and Venus is opposing the North Node in Libra. So it's like, what was the vibe I was getting? Not too fast. Nothing is yet set in stone, right? Okay. So the outcome, I do want to read that supermoon, right? Here's be bold to make the first move, Cardinal. That would be in 4 weeks, okay? Right now, nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon, new moon in Virgo. Virgo being a mutable sign, yes. And then these other cards come out. Full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So we're revisiting topics that we already have been concerned with since spring. For you, it may be fall, but this was the spring of 2024, and meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Again, that was the end of winter. We were talking about that. Here are those clarifiers, full moon in Scorpio and new moon in Pisces. So a lot of emotional times on your own. It feels alone, or it feels like you want to do this on your own. Remember my whole spiel. It's okay. Ask for help. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. That's the end of the year. That's nothing is yet set in stone. But it will be at the end of the year. We've been going off about that. Y'all, it's good. Let me take some water. I'm gonna pause for just a hot minute. Okay, I hope that my monologues, my anecdotes are helpful. Like, I know I'm a different style of human. I have come to accept it. I was very mistreated as a youth, and when I started to live out loud, I was very angsty and ragey, and so I've seen a lot of dark, and now it's difficult to fall into like this kind Piscean vibration, this love vibration, but I know it is my truth, and it's been really hard to be kind, because maybe where I'm coming at now is like, how the hell do I protect myself more so energetically? It's not even about my looks. It's not even about people staring at me, people being drawn to me, people not even realizing that they're staring at me. It's just like, how do I really protect myself energetically? How do I not get used up and like used and abused, and people perceive me to be made of a certain thing, or like that I come with this much in the bank account, or like, it's just like mind-blowing, and I'm just like, what in the... Anyway, I did want to read Supermoon, right? This is what the new moon in Virgo is highlighting. Like, hey, get ready. Like, S is about to hit the fan. Like, it's kind of an emotional time, and you may want to do it on your own, and you should do a lot of this on your own, meaning put effort into it, like kick yourself in the booty if you need to, like get it going, but start praying, start honoring your spiritual qualities. It's not easy being cheesy, like it's not easy being in love, and it's not easy being like let love in. It's not easy to let love in. It's not easy to lead with kindness, because people perceive kindness as a weakness, and we've heard it all. But as more people step into a love vibration and collective brotherhood, like beyond, the proverbial borderlines, like when you want to step out of like feeling lost, like you are freaking found, like you were once lost, and then all of a sudden it's like you found yourself, but like, now let us find you, now you find us. And I don't say this without like it makes me want to like tear up, swell up, because I understand. Success is close. I just must trust. Attuned to the moon. A resolution to your question is closer than you may think. Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. Speak to the goddess. Ask her for assistance. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card comes up, but you may find there's a lot of emotion to deal with too. There's also a sense that the opportunities around whatever you're asking about don't come along every day, so take action. Yeah. This is giving me Rob Bresney. The universe is conspiring in your favor. he wrote Pronoia. Rob Brezsny was one of the first astrologers that I was way too young, meaning my mind wasn't able to wrap around his writing. He's a brilliant abstract writer, and maybe I'm like, wow, he's so mercurial. I'm getting chills because I'm like, oh man, I'm him. I know I was telling Brandy, I'm like, I sugarcoat a lot, not to like come off as a liar, but like, because I've been really mean. I've used the downright dirtiest words. I've come at people, and I'm not like the biggest, baddest wolf, but I'm a freaking wolf. Like, I'm a freaking teacher amongst teachers. I'm a leader amongst the freaking leaders. And maybe I don't lead in a business suit and generate $500,000 a year, but that's just, I don't know. Like, does that make you necessarily a leader? And maybe this is where you're coming from or coming to. Like, maybe you were headed there. Maybe you were working for someone like that. Maybe you thought you wanted to be that. Maybe you are that. Maybe you wonder, is this it? Is that what I'm supposed to be? Anyway, Rob Brezsny, the universe is conspiring in your favor. It's pronoia, right? And take it from a Pisces. Like, we are hella paranoid. We are the definition of paranoid. Goddesses, sun gods, all Mercury, angels, spirit guides, all the highest freaking light. Wow, 10 of Cups, y'all. Emotions are running high. New moon in Virgo message for the collective. And Venus in Libra is not going to let up. Like, old, I know I say old ghosts, like the ghosts from the past. Old lovers, old relationships, exes, family members. It doesn't just have to be like love. Like, this weekend it was really cool because I got to read for a lot of people who are not asking for love readings. Wow, 10 of freaking Pentacles. Okay, so I love a 10 card spread. This is your Celtic cross spread based on the new moon in Virgo reading. The situation right now, right? Really seeing, maybe facing family members, maybe seeing that the eras, like seeing you in your father, seeing you in like in God, the Father sky, seeing like God's work, your children, having children, the children growing up, working with spirit. Like, yeah, this was a big message for me. And this is why I go off about, like, I help leaders, or I teach other teachers or whatever, because it's like this weekend, more specifically, it was a lot about like highly spiritualized folk, me encouraging highly spiritualized folk to take on the work. Like, now go into the industry, now go wear that suit, and maybe you're not actually going to show up in a suit because it's a whole new era. It's like this, the contemporary age is like not modern anymore. We're not in a gray suit and black office dress. Like, we are freaks and we are pierced and tattooed and smoking vapes, and it's like, I don't know. I like to dress up, but I'm not gonna freaking wear a suit. Like I don't mind a tie, but like when am I ever gonna wear a freaking tie? Like I know there are times like at a wedding. But even so, it's like sometimes these weddings aren't even strict anymore, right? Okay, it is very feminine, it is very goddess, it is very triple goddess, it is the maiden, the mother, the crone. It is the heart center. Gosh, these eyes amaze me. So I bought these. I believe the artist sells these for like, I'm not even gonna say. I bought them for not even that much, but now they're worth like too much. I'm like, what? But maybe you see like where you're like a lot of the messages that were coming in this weekend is like you're making yourself, you have made yourself small. And like that's the message that I get when people are like, why do you let your self-awareness and your anxiety get to you? Why do you let it stop you? Why do you let it manage your life? Okay, Mercury in Virgo. Mercury will come back into Virgo because it is now in the post retrograde shadow phase. In just 2 weeks, it should be back in the Virgoan transit. Here we go. You're seeing it. You're coming back to it. Maybe something was postponed, right? The wedding, the freaking funeral. I don't know. What is that movie? 2 weddings and a funeral or something. I don't even know. Y'all, why do I get these silly 90s movies? Look, it is very, it's a shift that's involved in a lot of emotions. Mercury in Aquarius. What is up with Mercury? Anyway, I was talking about Rob Bresney, right? Very mercurial dude. He wrote horoscopes that are like, I'm laughing because it's like me, how I write these abstract horoscopes, and I'm like, where did I learn this? Like, oh, Rob Bresney. One of the most brilliant astrologers that I've ever known of, that I've ever read from. He was my astrologer, my teacher when I was like 13 years old. I don't know what I was doing trying to understand him and his word, but here I am now. Like maybe you're like trying to understand the word, right? The freaking, it's not about understanding the word, it's about feeling the blessing. Angel blessing, angels around us, angels beside us, angels within us. Angels are watching over you when times are good or stressed. Their wings wrap gently around you, whispering you are loved and blessed. That's an angel blessing. And you're seeing that proverbial shift. You're in a shift. You're shifting. You're transitioning away through grieving, through mourning, away from loss. Maybe you're shedding skin. You're not who you thought you were. You're not just a family man. You're not just a son. You're not just a daughter. You're not the son of that father anymore. You're not the daughter of that mother anymore. You are also more than that. You are your own person, and maybe you don't agree with everything that your family has to say now. It's harsh and it's only temporary. Everyone's sort of asks, wow, the basis being this Taurus dude, the Hierophant, the high priest, bringing order now out of the stress, out of the emotions. Like, how can you maintain stability and order? How can you maintain organization? A lot of this is that Virgo vibration, and it's wow, like come out of the mind. Wow, like whoa, okay, shift out of the mind. You've been in the mind. And you know where I get screamed at? Like, you're too much in your emotions. You let your emotions seep into the mind. Now here I am telling you, you let your mind seep into your heart, and it's the block. Okay. Yeah, it's like you're seen. You're being seen. Maybe it's harsh because it's like, wow, you're being understood, but it's like through the lens of like being freaking red, being seen. I feel you. Okay. All these cards wanted to come out. There must be an event happening, something unexpected, something not that nice, a family event. This just happened. It just could have happened. There's the need to, like, are there lawyers? Are there, like, do you see now where you were not met equally? And maybe it's like it's so weird for me to say this, but like the family wanting you to be one way, but also not, but also them knowing innately, them knowing that they're not doing right by you. And so it's like now everyone recognizes that, and all of a sudden there are things just happening, and it's kind of like, hey, pay up, give the money over. You've been lying, you've been lied to, they've been lying to you, they've been withholding, there's withholding. Now pay up, now give me the money, give me my money, where's my money? Okay, you in the suit, you over there, you are the court of law, you're the lawman. Now give me the money, right? Knight of Swords. It's freaking emotional, right? But what does the supermoon says? Like, it's all in your favor. Like, trust, to talk to the goddess, ask for assistance, the triple goddess, maiden, mother, crone. Which one? The crone, likely, because this freaking high priestess here. Talk to the mother, talk to the father, talk to the crone. Okay, talk to Saturn, meditate and contemplate. Neiman and Pisces, that's Saturn right there, boo. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. You've been working on that. You've seen negativity in the face. You've squared up with it, right? You're squaring up. Square up against the face of negativity, right? So there's fire, there's a release, and now there's heart center. It's like, how can you live now? Yeah, it's possible, it's doable. Okay, that was my whole spiel initially, like more people coming to awaken. You're not alone. Okay, present moment and upcoming future, right? Near future, and then where you stand in your power, what surrounds you in your environment, your hopes or fears. Okay, and okay, we have Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Y'all, what is this, a present? Yeah, there's a message. Wow, a pigeon, a white pigeon. Isn't that a dove? But a dove is a white pigeon, right? Look at the huge pentacle. Okay, so I was using Zodiac Taro. This is the Green Witch Tarot. That's power, in your power, in your financial power. Nine of Pentacles. Wow, the financial power. This is like you receiving a gift, like financially free. I don't know, maybe you have worked towards this, and like it's now honoring like the freedom, the liberation, now true liberation. Now where you thought like, okay, it's about working, now there's like a love, new love, or like the wanting to build family. Like also don't also the suggestion is to not live so by the book or hold others so accountable to a book that you know you're like leaving behind. Like you are not in that belief system. You're not entertaining the old you anymore. You're not entertaining the old shadow, the old friends. Friends are becoming old, new friends coming in, new people coming in. An evocation of love, evoking love. Love is evoked. Take the leap of faith. Youth, fountain of youth. Reclaim your youth, no matter the age. Feeling youthful, feeling bountiful. Boom, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, look at this Nine of Pentacles though. There is a family involved. So like it could mean that you're seeing this. You have to give in. You're giving in to what you thought you couldn't give into. Maybe you didn't want to give into. Salamander. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo, is Sun in Virgo. It's also a auspicious timing. It's the wheel is turning. You are protected, guided. There are guides around you, real people, but also heavenly. Archangel Raphael. The salamander means something is approaching, a gift, and also you have been working on something. Also seeing who you were, how you have acted, but wanting that which you had dreamed of as a child, love, and also wealth, a home, a new home. Okay, moving to a new home. Two of Cups, King of Wands, Salamander King, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Two of Chalices, Venus and Cancer. Love vibes, friendships, new friendships, grown-up friendships, a friendship that now beckons love. Look, why is this your power? I'm not going to take it. Five of Cups. Okay, look, you're letting go. Yeah, I will take it. Letting go of the Mars in Scorpio. This was my whole spiel, like letting go of the rage because it's so silly, letting go of the angst because it's like the little things that make you angry, or like the little anxiety moments, or like it's hard, but then you realize like how small and insignificant you, or how much power you give to small and insignificant aspects of life and your environment. And your environment is actually the Nine of freaking Pentacles. Your environment is actually the Queen of Pentacles. Power in faith, power in trust, power in the feminine, the goddess. But out of the freaking, and in the traditional tarot, the Queen of Pentacles is represented with a rabbit, right? And in this Five of Cups, there's a hare, there's a rabbit, which is so freaking cool. So like, you still have faith. You know that? Like, from all the misery, from all the miserable company, like what you thought was your karma, what you thought you had to deal with, who you thought you were, like it's almost becoming so insignificant because you see the power and transformation in faith, in having faith, in seeing fate, in taking a leap of faith, right? Like sure, cry over the spilled milk, but then now pick back up, pick it up, like now go. Oh yeah, 33 is a teacher, right? 33 is like a big number. But like, not, we were talking about that, like Five of Cups is not letting yourself stay in the vibration of being small anymore. Like you're powerful. And so in honoring how you were keeping yourself small around misery, around miserable company, bad friends, bad relationships, bad folks, bad behavior, bad feelings, always being in a bad mood, always giving into bad moods. Now that's like power. Like now you're like, wow, I don't want to do that. In your environment, please. Thank you so much. Yeah, we said 3 of Cups. Look, Sun in Scorpio, I have Aries and Pisces, Queen of Wands, 6 of Chalices, Scorpio, Sun in Scorpio, Nature, the Devil, Saturn, Capricorn. Okay, the work you've done, the shadow work. You know where you're not, what you're not tied to. You know it will take the will of God. You know it will take your will directed by God, higher source. Okay, how are you going to temper with patience? It's not easy. In striving. Okay, wow, the moon. In striving to get to where you know you already are, but seeing it as a journey and directing yourself there patiently, knowing that you're guarded. Okay, the Chariot, Queen of Wands, Nature's Arcana 15. I do see a celebration. I do see people moving, or at least moving in, and people moving out, people moving in. I have Nature. Okay, you're a bear. Are you a are you a bear man? Are you coming to the magic? Are you gonna fall for the trap again? You're saying no, right? You're saying no out of darkness. You're like going towards fiery witchy person, a powerful person, leaning into femininity. 6 of Chalices, Sun in Scorpio. Maybe something that you thought was too romantic, too romanticized, not realistic enough. That was you leaning into the misery. Maybe where you have romanticized the past, it has led you to misery because it's like choosing miserable people, right? But we have this in your environment. We had said 3 of Pentacles, which is my favorite, Mars in Capricorn. A gift from God, being rewarded, earning your gift, honoring your gifts, new work comes in, money, working with God now. Okay, there's more than that. Wow, whoa, look, this card is so crazy. Receiving an award, receiving your gift that surrounds you. Okay, maybe seeing how someone does work hard. Maybe you thought that they were miserable, and you're like, oh, actually they're like of God. Okay, your hopes or fears, hopes and fears, hopes or fears. That you can rest in love, find peace in love. 4 of Swords. That this will be meaningful, that you exiting those miserable lines will be meaningful. Saturn in Libra. Or is it Jupiter in Libra? I always forget. 4 of Swords, right? And 4 Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Sun in Capricorn. At the end of the year, your hard work is paying off. Whoa. Okay. Let me take a break for water, right? Yeah, Jupiter in Libra. Understanding partnerships better, coming out of the shadow, in working with the shadow, in honoring what that means, what transpired, the types of friendships, the types of relationships, taking a step back, taking rest, relief. Also, Four of Swords is a it's represented by justice, but it is the like receiving the gift, and it could be love and money. Love and money. Okay, outcome. Maybe you're in love with someone who's about to make money and you make money. Two of Wands. It's like a whole new plan opens up, right? Two toads with two wands at the bottom. Bon voyage, a new journey. What seems small is big. Hold on to some money you're spending appropriately is your suggestion, advice. Spend appropriately while you save, while you budget, because you're like gonna buy a big thing. Oh yeah, you're like determining. You've been stabbed in the back too many times, okay? God is watching over you, and it may not be the God that your mom refers to, or like that your mom talked about, and now you're like, thanks mom, I gotta remove myself from that. I gotta make a decision to like end that part of who I used to be. Boom. Wow. Holy whoa. The crone is strength, which is attributed to justice as well, right? Through karmic. And then here you lovers are. Here you come. Gemini, a lot of Venus. Let me read some of this stuff. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know I'm kind of going on and on. I was trying to not talk forever. Wait. CACAO is 38. But then here I am, extending the messages to a full-on hour. Two of Wands. 222333. Inner strength, a lot of inner strength, courage, knowing that you can have this, maybe what you thought you couldn't have. Launching a new career project, awaiting work results, auspicious beginning, new venture, creative pursuit, fulfillment, seeking fulfillment, determination, sense of one's own power to achieve, good outlook for success in work, earn success, ready for new ventures, bold new venture. Two-toed symbols of good luck, opportunity, and success carry wands away from the cottage. The two toads are here at the bottom. The Four of Swords, Four of Athletics. Vacation, recuperation, taking a break from normal routine, cleansing oneself of other people's energies, releasing burdens, relaxing. Wow. I'm looking at the freaking birds. There are pigeons out there. I'm just like, it's serenity. And the Two of Cups kept coming up. Emotional balance, good communication, satisfying partnership, compatibility, proposal, harmony, reconciliation, cooperation, affinity, affection, a happy surprise. Oh yeah, the goose. You silly goose. A goose, a symbol of fidelity, love, communication, and comfort, watches nearby. You gotta love that silly goose, right? Wow, Quetzal has fallen to your cards today, symbolizing initiation. This is that bird up here. The sky gods are speaking and bathing your soul in liquid light as you traverse a series of spiritual tests. The Quetzal is considered one of the highest divine apparitions as it is associated to the snake god Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. Like CACAO, both are considered precious heavenly gifts from the sky gods. These divine apparitions today are asking you to deeply tune into the cosmic heart. Let it move you. Open yourself to receive the holy gifts provided and listen carefully to the light. Language pouring through them. Keep elevating your frequency rooted in unconditional love. Step out of your own way and allow your heart to blossom. Know that through this divine love, we experience a cosmic heart, the gateway to spirit. Holy mama moly. Uranus and Venus, initiation, spiritual tests, revelation, access to the cosmic heart, divine love, light beings, channeling languages of light. All right, bon voyage on your new venture. See you when you get there. Peace, highest, most vibrant light from us to you. I honor you. I honor your path. I honor our energetic exchange. I honor your decisions. You are a teacher as I am, okay? We teach each other. You are a leader amongst leaders, amongst me. You are led by me. You lead me, okay? No matter your choice, whether you choose to go away or you simply choose to stay and watch me, and you watch us, you watch me, okay? It's okay. It's all happening. Get rest. Come to release the energy that you once were lost in and now find your own energy, okay? This is a spiritual test. This is the language of love, divine love, a light language, a coded languages from the heavens, okay? From the gods, from the angels, okay? I send you protective white light to you, honorable, beautiful violet light to you, green healing, emerald green healing light to your heart center, okay? All the love, all the light. I'll be back pretty soon, okay?